Hello, friends, and welcome to the Union Labor Advisory Network. I'm Mike Fina. Today, I'm extremely proud and privileged to have James P. Foster, Shoppy Foster. We'll learn a little bit more about that name as well later on today. Dedicated master carpenter, certified journeyman. Mr. Foster has earned the distinctive as a carpenter instructor with the Department of Education. And since 2016, he has focused his efforts on teaching the incarcerated students and adults here in New York City at Rikers Island. He's also signed operations with trade schools and is now on their umbrella policy to give over 30 licenses, certifications across the particular platform as well. Among his professional accomplishments, he was honored with a Flag Award for Teaching Excellence from New York City's Department of Education this year in 2023. And prior to his private career, he served honorably in the United States Army, earning a Marksman Medal for his outstanding skills. He's also an authorized OSHA instructor by the Great Lakes OSHA Education Center and a valued member of the New York City District Council of Carpenters here in New York City as well. And I know that's a lot, but we have Jim here to learn a little bit more about his background, history, and experience. And again, thank you for your service with the Army. Appreciate everything that you've done for us in the military, and excited to really learn a little bit more about your background, history, and experience, Jim. I know we met probably at the end of November at the trade school in New York City when I think Roberta Reardon from the New York State Department of Labor went through, and Grady High School was there just showing some of the students what these career opportunities could look like and the diversification of carpenters and those particular skilled trades are. And that's when we got connected. And again, I'm so happy to have you on the platform today to learn more about you and your career and what you're doing. So I'll let you have at it, and I'll shut up. I know I talk a lot, but thanks again, Jim, for being here.
Thanks. It's nice to be here. It was a pleasure meeting you over at the District Council.
Yes, without a doubt. So Jim, how'd you get started in the trades as a carpenter? First off, how'd you get started?
Well, I was a non-union carpenter for quite a few years in the field, off and on. And I was offered a position on a high-rise building. And, of course, you need to be represented and brought in by a company at that time. So I signed on into Local 926 out of Brooklyn. And I started working on my first high-rise building in Midtown Manhattan for a concrete high-rise company. And from that point on, it just kept going, kept rolling with the flow.
And from getting your union carpenter card, working within the local as well, how did that transition into the Department of Education? How'd you start working with the DOE?
That was a long travel over the years. Actually, in 2016, it was posted by the New York City Department of Corrections that they were looking for a carpentry instructor. So the turnout was enormous when I had applied at the time. We all met at Rikers Island. They had different interview sessions going on, multiple interviewers. And I thought, well, what all these people, I had no shot. But I wound up making it down to the semifinal interviews and wound up getting the job. I was hired by the Department of Corrections as an instructor. And that was just for a program that they considered just to give the incarcerated something to do, a little wood shop type projects, bird houses, toolbox, things like that was their outlook.
And then obviously I know you took that to a whole nother level. And maybe you could talk about that. And obviously I think the program actually is called LevelUp. So, when you're talking another level, you're leveling up from that education from, wood shop to a lot more, and maybe you could elaborate on that a little bit more for us, Jim.
LevelUp, I actually created the program because what I noticed in the incarcerated is they were coming out without jobs. It was a revolving door, so a lot of times they'd be out on a Wednesday, Thursday, and then bang, Monday morning, I see my students again. So I got into their personal lives, got more involved with them to figure out what it was they really needed. And, they were promised community service help, and a lot of them didn't get it. 99% of them never get the actual help they need. So I decided to create the LevelUp program where I was giving them the skills that they needed. So when they got out, they can apply for a job. but then I found it wasn't working out. That's when I hooked up with the executive board of the district council of carpenters, and I started to gain collaborations with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, Carpenters Union, Laborers Union, to give these students jobs. Then I started bringing in training schools to operate under their umbrella to give these certifications outside the OSHA 30, which they needed the SST, some needed flagger, rigging, things like that. So the program actually blew up during COVID, where I was able to spend more time getting more collaborators. And as I was getting more collaborators, the program got stronger and better. That I introduced it to Chancellor Banks. I introduced it to the mayor's office. They all seemed that they loved the program because CTE happens to be one of the biggest things that the chancellor himself is fond of and wants to, how should I say, wanted to create it a lot bigger to help more students that weren't going to be college bound to get jobs. So from there on, LevelUp just blew up. And now I went from Rikers Island. I'm teaching at William Grady High School in Coney Island. Doesn't mean I'm still not teaching the incarcerated. I am. I'm still dealing with my students when they get out. They call me, and I still set them up.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for the review. And now, within Grady High School, I think we met Todd Gerber as well. I think the assistant principal at the time. So I had a chance to meet him, and he's taking the students through the school. So you work in conjunction with Grady High School? Is that's the connection?
That's my permanent house right now. That's where I teach Monday to Friday, is out of Grady High School for the Department of Education as Carpentry Instructor instructor over there, an OSHA instructor.
Now, do you work underneath the New York City's Apprenticeship Readiness Collective with the construction skills? Also, I know, from helmets to hard hats, being a veteran as well. Some of the incarcerated may have been veterans as well, or some of the career paths for people that are looking for those particular careers.
I deal with a lot of the adult programming. Also, I dealt with it over at Rikers Island, and now we're extending that through William Grady. They have an existing adult programming, and we haven't started yet. As you can see, once the school year starts, it takes a lot to get it all initiated. But yeah, I'll be doing a lot of the adult programming also.
That's great. Now, in regards to like next steps, what are you looking like in 2024? Information that we can get out there, support that we could, things that you're looking to accomplish. You doing incredible work. Sometimes it's just getting those particular connections and making that awareness out there, because teaching those kids from within high school that there are vocational job opportunities, great paying jobs within these union skilled trades. Is there anything that we can help support you with?
I'm trying to reach my general president, Mr. McCarron. I'm trying to reach out to him to see if he can help in any way, stretch it across all, the United States, all our locals and all our district councils, to create some kind of a program that incarcerated students or students that are getting out of high school can go directly in to the building works type of program, and then directly into the apprenticeship program that they can, be recruited into the trades.
Gotcha.
It's a long stretch, but that's my goal for the next year.
Gotcha. And I know you're working in collaboration with the New York City District Council of Carpenters. You may mention the laborers as well. I'm familiar with like pathways to apprenticeship, which I guess may run tandem in some of the LevelUp programs that you're working with as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. So right now we're reaching out to Local 79. We're trying to deal with Local 20 because they have similar programs on the laborers division. That hasn't gotten anywhere yet. Like I said before, it takes a lot of time. I mean, it took me almost a year and a half to 2 years to get LevelUp off the ground.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, you are doing phenomenal work. I'm proud to support you. I know we said we were going to get together, and to get together today is great. I'm sure Jim will be on future calls together to talk about the program, and get some photos of the members and the school, to really celebrate what it is that you're doing. I can't thank you enough for your service and your career path as well. Just taking it from a career in construction trades to being an educator and promoting and supporting others. It's, you're doing, God's work, life's work. It's really incredible. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to leave with us, Jim, before we sign off for today?
Just hope that this reaches everybody and gives them, the ideas to try and help all the people that need these jobs.
Yeah.
And to contact me, and I can help them get into the right programs. We have the community service help that we need. We have the legal help that we need. We have the schools that we need.
Yep.
Whoever this reaches, I'm hoping that they just use my information and get in touch with me.
That's right. And then right below today here too, we have James' contact information, his cell phone number, as well as email for those watching today. If there is interest or ways to support educating others on these particular career opportunities, feel free to give Jim a call. You could also reach out to the ULA Network via our social media platforms. But again, Jim, I just want to thank you for everything that you're doing. Again, look forward to working with you. And we are here if you need us, information that you'd like to get out, just give us a call.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
You got it. Jim, thanks again for all that you do, and have a great new year, 2024.
You too.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to thank all our sponsors for helping to build and promote the ULA Network. It is because of you that we're able to support, educate, and promote informative content relevant to labor. Please subscribe, like, and share our channel and media. I'd like to thank you all for your support.